Hi friends! This is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me. This is Baked Magic. I've had this downloaded for a good while now, wanting to play this. Unfortunately, the old recording software could not handle it. So, we're trying now. Hopefully, you can see everything and working. That's all that I really care about. It looks cute already. Apparently it's just like baking witches? Baking witches. So let's start. Ah! Lana. Perfect. Once the apple cinnamon muffins are done, oh, that sounds good. We'll be finished with today's baking. I think I'll open the store a little early today. Elliot. Lana, come quick. What's the matter, Elliot? I started a fire. Oh. Oh! Elliot, where's the fire? Right here. Oh, you mean you conjured fire. When you said you started a fire, I thought you set the kitchen alight. Again. My name is Lana Elliot, and I run this bakery. No way, I'm not that careless. At least, not anymore. This little ball of energy is my apprentice, Elliot Ardia. I wasn't able to control my fire magic at all last week, but I practiced really hard and finally got the hang of it. Wanted to show you how much I've improved. And we're witches! Oh god, that, scared me how, it went down for a second. Woohoo! Ah! My fire! Ty, what am I going to do with you? Later that morning. This looks like a fancy wallpaper. Lana! I can't find the powdered cinnamon. It's on the shelf next to the clove. Okay. I've had this bakery for a little over 3 years now. It's always been my dream to open a store and this sound. What sound is that from? It's so familiar. It's a bigger game title. This is gonna kill me. I'm going to be sitting here trying to place this sound. Okay. It's been my dream to open up a store and share my delicious snacks and remedies with the people of Perinia. I found it! Good work, Elliot. Elliot was one of the first customers I ever had. And back then I hadn't realized that she was witch. Last year she came to me saying she wanted to learn how to use magic to bake. Lana, look! I finished dusting the apple cinnamon muffins. Don't they look appetizing? Initially, I was reluctant. Get it? Get it? Appetizing? It's like appetizing but with apples. Because I'm holding apple cinnamon muffins. Yes, well done. Could you please put them on the display stand? But even after I turned her down so many times, she still visited the store and begged me to teach her. Aw, you didn't even laugh at my amazing joke. She is very persistent. Last month, I finally agreed to take her on as my apprentice. Ha! Didn't sound sincere. And things at the bakery have been more lively ever since. Jayne? Ooh, hi Jayne. Good morning. Morning! Here comes our number one customer. How is life at the castle going, Jayne? This is Jayne Do. Really? She's a royal knight that comes by the bakery every morning to buy a blueberry lavender muffin. That sounds delicious! I would totally go for a blueberry lavender muffin. Heck yes! It's going fine. You know I can't say too much about what happens at the castle. We all served together during the war. You could say we've been through a lot together. Wait. We also served together. Oh, okay, so... Lana and Jayne are close? Cool. Aww, stingy. Should I get your usual, Jayne? If you would. Thanks, Lana. I am grateful she still comes by to visit me every morning. Jayne, are you alright? You have bags under your eyes. Thanks for the concern, Elliot, but I'm fine. There's a lot going on at the castle at the moment, so I just haven't been sleeping well for the past couple of nights. Would you like something to help you sleep? Ooh! Ooh! Wait, is this? Yes! Yes! I'm totally gonna flirt. Flirt with Jayne. I have just a thing for sleepless nights. So what do you suggest? It is easier for people to fall asleep when they have someone to hold on at night. Or if there's someone holding them. If you need a person for either suggestion, I'd happily volunteer my services. Thanks for the offer, but I don't think that's the right solution to my problem. But it was fun. Scribbles? Today's lesson, how not to flirt with... Elliot, please don't write that down. Hee hee. Well, since my first proposal seems to have been rejected, how about I make you a potion to help you fall asleep instead? A sleeping potion? I'm not sure. Don't worry, it won't knock you unconscious straight away. The potion I have in mind will help you relax and make it easier for you to fall asleep within 5 to 15 minutes of taking it. Are there any side effects? You'll wake up normally and feel refreshed. No adverse side effects. Nothing like the potions we used during the war. I see. Very well then. Shall I make the potion and deliver it to the castle tonight, Jayne? If you would. Thanks. Oh, I can drop it off for you. How do you plan to get to the castle? I can walk. You haven't been practicing how to fly, have you? I can't do it. I can't control more than one element like you can, Lana. I can barely make fire. How do you expect me to use wind magic so soon? Conjure fire. Please let me do the delivery. I'm not as magically gifted as some of our other witches in town, but you were still willing to take me on as your student. I want to prove my worth as your apprentice, with or without magic. Get it? When you're this determined, how could I possibly say no? Woo! Good for you, Elliot. I'll greet you at the castle gates after sundown. Alright, I'll see you then, Jayne. I hope your potion works, Lana. Do you doubt my skill? Never. I'll see you, Elliot. See you, Jayne. So, what type of sleeping potion are you gonna make for Lana? Just a simple one. Would you like to help? Yes, please. Hee, I feel like I'm learning a lot today. I'm glad you think so. Oh, here we go. There's more to witchcraft than just summoning and conjuring. Knowledge of the world around us also improve our ability to brew potions and perform acts of alchemy. So I heard it. Oh. Cat's playing with a roll of paper towels. It's okay. Scribble. First, we'll need to gather all the ingredients. What do you need? For this potion, I'll need some valerian root, passion flower, and peppermint leaves. All of these can have a sedative effect on the consumer, but have varying degrees of effectiveness. They also differ in taste. The peppermint will be used as the main aromatic component. Oh, okay. Do we have all of these things? We do, but what? Elliot. Yeah? Did you by chance move things around in my kitchen this morning? Oh! Sorry. Flipped around. Well, you see... I took some of the ingredients off the shelves when I was looking for the cinnamon, but then I forgot where everything went, so I put them back where I thought they should go? Sigh. I see. I'm so sorry I messed up your kitchen. No, it's fine. I should be supervising you instead of putting the other muffins out on display. We'll just have to look around the kitchen and try to find them. Okay. Lana? Yes? What were the ingredients you needed again? Sigh. Valerian root, passion flower, and peppermint leaves. I'll write you a note. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look around. Oh, okay. Do I get to look around now? I don't need sage right now. Okay, so that's... What is the passion flower doing over here? Well, at least I was able to find it. I don't need basil. Okay, so that's basil. Found the peppermint. Roots. Is that any of those? No. This is not where the cinnamon is supposed to be. Green tea. Is it... Why is the nutmeg over here? Put it back on the shelf later. Okay. Not going to find what I need in the flour sack. Okay, so that's the flour sack. Is it... That's an empty jar. Don't need it right now. Ah! Here's the Valerian root. Looks like we found all the ingredients. Now I can make the potion. So that's the gameplay? Hooray! Actually have fun looking for the ingredients. Maybe we can do that again. Please don't mess up my kitchen anymore, Elliot. Sorry. Sigh. Elliot, please mind the front of the store and serve any customers while I work in the back. Okay, I won't let you down. I'm sure you won't. Yeah, in the meantime, later that evening. The rest of the day goes by rather uneventfully. Take my time preparing the potion, making sure to use the correct measurements. Using too much or too little of any ingredient can change the potency and taste of the potion. At the end of the day, we close the bakery and I give Elliot a box with the potion inside to deliver to Jayne. One speeded delivery to the castle coming right up. Be careful. It'd be faster for me to fly to the castle myself, but I adore Elliot's passion and determination. When I first took her on as an apprentice, she caused me a lot of trouble. Like she didn't cause you trouble today? Also, you didn't put everything back. She constantly made mistakes while baking, and her aptitude for magic was quite low, even for someone of her age. But she tries her best, and I find that endearing. I have never met someone as dedicated and determined about baking as her. I can't help but want to support and encourage her. I hope she doesn't get lost on her way to the castle. The next day. I wake up early in the morning to make my way downstairs to the bakery. It is still dark in the little kitchen. Flick my wrist, the fireplace lights up. Oh, witches and perennial are born with the ability to use magic. Most develop a spark during childhood, but in rare cases, some people can train themselves and force a spark to ignite in adulthood. Elliot is one of the latter. She's been training since adolescence, but only ignited her spark last year. I admire her determination and perseverance. I, on the other hand, am one of the former. I first developed my spark when I was 8. Another child in my neighborhood had dug out the sunflowers I had been growing. I was so enraged. I spent weeks growing those flowers. Are you talking to yourself? I raised my hand to grab his arm, but the earth beneath him rose and began engulfing him instead. Oh, snap! You're really just an earthbender, is what you're telling me. That was the first time I ever used magic. To earthbend someone. Luckily, he was also a witch. He conjured a wave of water to wash over us. He said it would help cool me down. Turned out he had picked the flowers because he wanted to give them to a girl he liked. After talking together, he promised not to take things from someone else's garden again, and I generously gave him the sunflowers to give to his crush. He came to me the next day crying because she had rejected him. I guess even magic can't save a person from the pains of heartache. What? Lana? I walk over and unlock the back door. Morning, Lana. Good morning, Elliot. Did you manage to deliver the potion last night? I sure did. Oh, and listen to this. Last night there was a lot of commotion at the castle. Commotion? The guards were running around frantically, and several messengers were entering and exiting the castle last night. Boop. I'm curious. What do you suppose was the cause? Do you think it's unordinary for there to be so much movement at the castle? I'm not sure. Perhaps the guards were looking for something, or someone. Or maybe the king was sending out declarations of war to the neighboring nations, or maybe even love letters. Love letter? Love letter? Hehehe. You have such an active imagination. I like that about you, that you think about starting wars, and it's fine. Thank you. You won't need to worry about King Carl declaring war on anyone anytime soon. How can you be so sure? Because the last war just recently ended, many lives were lost, including the Queen's. Oh, that's sad. Her last wish was that the prince and princess to live in a world of peace and harmony. I doubt the king would do anything to take this life that she had helped build away from their children. You have so much faith in the king. I did serve under him under the war, after all, I would say. I know him pretty well. Can you tell me about the war? I didn't ignite my spark until after it ended, so I was never exposed to the battlefield. There isn't a lot to say. Slime monsters suddenly appeared one day, and King Carl enlisted the aid of all the witches throughout Perennia to banish them. Jayne served in the war too, right? Even though she's a witch? Yes, many skilled fighters fought in the war, but without the use of magic, they were in the front lines and most were injured. Jeez, this is some backstory to baking witches. What were the slimes like? Slimy. Ah, that's not very informative. There were many different types of slimes. Some were like water elementals, and some like fire. So they're like, what are those in Zelda, the blob monsters, like blue bloop monsters. I forgot what they're called, like officially. I keep on calling them blobkins because they're fun. You know, because you got your fire blobkin, your ice blobkin, your regular water blobkin, even your lightning blobkin. Anyway, is that how Jayne got her scar? Fighting a slime? You ask a lot of questions, Elliot. Why don't you start making some simple vanilla muffins for today's sales? Oh, I could do that. Of course you can. I'm here to guide you. Do you know what ingredients we need? I sure do. We'll need flour, milk, vanilla bean, sugar, and... Is that all? You'll also need oil and eggs to add moisture and some texture to the muffins, as well as a pinch of salt to enhance the flavor, with a U, so you might be from the UK, of the sugar and the vanilla bean. Oh, I'll need to write that down. Didn't you write this down last time? I forgot where I left the notes. Oh, Elliot. Later that morning... The morning kicks off with the two of us baking all sorts of delicious treats. Before I know it, the time that Jayne routinely comes to visit has arrived. Good morning. Morning, Jayne. Good morning, Jayne. How'd you sleep last night? About that. I'm sorry, Lana, I didn't get a chance to take the potion last night, even though you went through so much trouble of brewing and delivering it to me. Oh, it's nothing to apologize over. Why didn't you take it? I really shouldn't say. Ah, please. I'm also curious. After I went to all the trouble of making the potion, you at least owe me an explanation for my efforts. I already paid you in coin for the potion, Lana. You can repay me with something else for the emotional trauma of not having my product to use. It hurts my feelings. And my legs, I had to walk such a long distance to deliver it. Yes, poor Elliot. We demand compensation in the form of castle gossip. The old you would have never stooped to such trivial excuses, Lana. Is this your doing, Elliot? Hee. Very well. We had a few messengers from neighboring nations arrive, so I had to escort them around the castle. Why are there so many messengers? I saw a few when I came by. They were returning responses to the king's invitation. The king's invitation? Yes. You see, the king plans to hold a ball in a couple of days. All the nobles in Perennia will be attending, as well as some ambassadors from the neighboring nations. Wow, a ball! Luca will also be attending. Who's Luca? Another witch that Lana and I are acquainted with. He's a childhood friend of mine, you could say. I'm not surprised he's attending. He is a noble after all. He has a tendency to fall madly in love with every man, woman, or anything in between that he meets. A real hopeless romantic. Padman! I'm into it. It's best if you keep safe distance from him. Okay. What's the occasion? Oh, the princess's betrothment. Betrothment? She's getting married! Who's she gonna marry? I'm not sure yet. I'm not high enough in the chain of command to be informed. But the princess has requested to specifically have your muffins served at the ball. She did? Yes. Wow! Why would she request my muffins specifically? She eats your blueberry lavender muffins every day. It makes sense that she would want her favorite food at her betrothment ball. The muffins you buy every morning have been for the princess? Yes. I didn't know that. Wow, Lana, your food has been eaten by royalty. I suppose I should feel honored. I actually thought Jayne was the one eating my muffins. So it turns out, she wasn't coming to visit me, but was instead running an errand for the princess every day. Not sure how that makes me feel. Anyway, the king wishes to order 500 assorted muffins from you for the night of after tomorrow. Can you do it? Can't really decline a request from the king now, can I? No, I guess not. You will, of course, be invited to attend the ball as well. Okay, the night after tomorrow, correct? Should be able to get that done. I assume Elliot will also will want to help with this order. You bet I do. Excellent. Consider it done. Thank you. Are you alright? Yes, please don't worry about me. I'll just take my usual muffin and return to the castle. Alright. Go behind the counter and place a blueberry lavender muffin into a carry bag. Okay, thank you. Subtle animation change. For some reason, I put in a fancier bag than usual, opting for a black pouch with gold hemming instead of a plain tan one. Here you go. Thank you, Lana. Did I subconsciously try to present a muffin in a more sophisticated manner because I knew it was meant for royalty? I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Have a good day, Jayne. She leaves, but not before showing a pained look on her face. Plot and intrigue. So I'm very interested in where that would go, but I'm also limited on time to play today, so I am going to leave this here before we go any farther. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you're enjoying this. Let me know what you think. Alright? And with that, subscribe so you can see more of this. Because there's a lot of world building here. Like, oh my god, slime war. Cool. Alright. And I'll see you next time. I love you. See you later. Bye!